next thing. And I promise you, one day TikTok will be outdated and there'll be another next thing. And then it's always the next thing. It's like you're always chasing a shiny object. And so that was when I realized that this is not going to be sustainable. Okay. In fact, this is how we used to run ads in the past. We used to use ads like that to generate leads. But the problem with this, it started doing well, but it started getting us low quality leads. Okay. As more and more people started doing the same thing and more people started copying the same thing. Okay. So I knew that I had to do something different. So I had to go back to the basics. Okay. I had to go back to basics, understand about the marketing principles, marketing fundamentals, and eventually found out that what people say, usually, okay, here's what marketers do, okay? They try to make it easy for people to opt in because they want to get cheaper, low quality leads. But we realized that sometimes, right, when you actually understand the basics and psychology and the fundamentals of marketing, right, you can actually do things that is contrary to popular belief. And one of the things that we did was that we figured out that, hey, actually, we should make it harder for people to become a lead instead of making it easier for them to become a lead. Okay, so here's an example, right? So normally you run an ad, you bring them to an opt-in page, that's it. And then now even lead form ad, you can, everything's auto-filled. People don't even know what they fill up for. All right, there's just a pop-up and then everything is automatically filled up for you. So we decided to add one more step. Okay, by once they see an ad, they go to something like a lender page or landing page, and then they go into an application form where they have to fill up 6 to 8 questions about themselves. So it's something like a barrier, right? And how many of you understand that if someone is willing to at least fill up 6 to 8 questions, they are definitely much more serious and have a higher intent of buying than someone that just fill up their email address and phone number? How many of you can see that? If that makes sense, just type yes in the chat. Okay. Right. So it started with this only. That's all. Started with this, and then realized that, oh, okay, that's it. We just need to make sure that they commit something and create a system to filter out low quality leads. And with that, we actually created what we call a new way. So the old way is people run ads for leads. They call leads, no answer, send emails, no reply, and then no appointments, no clients. For us, there's a new way. We run ads for application or call book. We get people to book a call right away, calls attended, new clients. Right? This is how we do it. It's automatic, it saves time, and it's much easier. And with that, we have generated hundreds and hundreds of high quality leads for many of our clients on a month-to-month basis. And eventually created this 9-step system, which I'll be revealing to you guys a few steps later on. Okay, we have what we call a 3-stage 9-step system. Okay, the first step is creating a irresistible offer under here. Okay, and there's 3 steps to that. And then to create what we call a funnel to filter high quality leads, and there's 3 steps to that. And then the last step is creating what we call traffic. Okay, to start generating leads for free. Okay, and there's 3 steps to that as well. So like a recipe, we actually created this recipe for ourselves, for our agency clients. And that's why our agency clients, right, pay us between 50K to 100K to work with us in 1 year. Okay, and they stay with us for many, many years. Many of our clients stay with us for 4 to 5 years. That means they paid us at least $500,000, some even higher. And we always use this same exact system so that we can duplicate the results, right? If you don't have a system, you cannot duplicate results. And by doing that, I was even able to build a brand new business from 0 to $10 million by using the 9-step method. Okay, and of course, getting my $10 million award. Some of you know about 2 Comma Club X. So this is many years ago, I got this award. And because of that, we also started getting more fame. People started wanting to work with us because of the system that we have. And we started interviewing people, started interviewing influencers in the industry, such as like Ken, such as Melvin, Jermaine from iQuadrant. I've interviewed Alvin. I worked with Steve Tan. Even interviewed Russell Brunson, who is the founder of ClickFunnels. Okay, but there was still one more problem. In order for me to create this method, this system for my clients and my students to learn themselves, it wasn't easy because in the past we have to use all these different software in order to achieve this 9-step method. Okay, that means we need to first have a landing page builder, then connect to a calendar booking software, and then for some of you, you want to build membership site, you have to create another account called Teachable. And then you need a CRM, which is like to customer relationship management, right? To manage all your leads and everything. You need something like HubSpot or Infusionsoft, right? And you send emails like autoresponder, you need MailChimp. And first of all, it's expensive to have so many of these softwares, to buy all these different softwares together. It can cost you $500 to $1,000 a month, okay? And then the other thing is that you need some kind of technical know-how to kind of connect all of them together, right? And that was what we realized, that we have a problem that we can solve, where we can combine all these different software into just one software called Salesable. And that was when I decided to create our own software about 2 years ago. And our software is called Salesable. And in order for our clients and our students to apply our automatic leads method and build their automated leads funnel, right, in the shortest time possible. Okay. And through that, in the last 2 years, we actually given out a lot of this award. We actually started giving out 6-figure award, 7-figure award. So as long as you use Salesable, you start generating leads, and the leads somehow became a sale. If you're able to close at least 6 figures of sales a year, we're talking about a year here, it means 100K, at least 100K onwards, we'll give you a 6-figure award. If you're able to close at least 7-figure award, 7-figure a year, we'll give you a 7-figure award. And we started giving out all this award over the last 2 years. Okay. And I hope that I can inspire you. That's actually, and many of these students here started out really brand new. That means they didn't know about online lead generation, didn't know about online marketing, but they were able to attend my class, able to attend our program, use our software, and they were able to start building 6- and 7-figure businesses in a year, within a 1-year period. Okay, how many think that's pretty awesome? If you think that's awesome, just type WOW in the Zoom chat right now. Okay. Okay. So one last part of my story. We talk about AI a lot, right? So in 2021, we actually started using AI to replace every part of our sales and marketing, so that I can be free from the business. Right? So we talk about creating 6-figure business, 7-figure business. We talk about scaling. But how many of you understand that sometimes scaling, right, is a curse itself? Because if you get a lot of leads, you start to work a lot harder and you have lesser time for the things that you really want to do, right? Let's be real here. Most of us start a business because we want to achieve freedom, right? Whether it's financial freedom, location freedom, or time freedom, so that we really can spend the time and the money with the people we really love. But if your business grows, sometimes it's like the business take you away from what's really important. So I know my priorities. And in the last 3 years, there was the birth of 2 of my daughters. Okay. And if you all heard my story earlier, I was the only child. I lost both my parents, and God has restored me. God has restored me that now, although I have no more blood-related family, right? Both my parents has passed on, but God has given me a new family, which is my own family, right? 2 daughters and a really beautiful and amazing wife. Okay. And I know that today my business is just a vehicle. Okay. It's not the end goal, right? It's not going to consume, my entire time. I do it so that I have time freedom, financial freedom to spend time with them. Okay. And what's amazing now is that you can actually use AI to optimize your business so that you actually can be free from it. So we started to really explore optimizing each role in our company with AI since 3 years ago, even before ChatGPT was released. Okay. And why? So that we can be free, right? All of us here want freedom. Okay. And I was even able to share this with hundreds of business owners. This is about, I think last year, I did an event last year to share my secrets and share how we are actually using AI to replace a 100-man team with just a 10-man team. Okay. So once again, I hope you can see how powerful right now we have this automatic leads method, a 9-step method to generate hundreds of high-quality leads. Okay. It's a proven recipe. And then I'm going to show you part 2. So I'm going to break this 2 hours into like part 1, part 2. Part 1 is I'm going to show you guys a proven recipe first, because you need the recipe. Then I'll show you part 2, which is how to use AI to build that yourself, to build this automated leads funnel for yourself, so that even if you are brand new, even if you don't know any about marketing, you have no tech experience, you're able to do it yourself. Right? If you guys are following, okay, and you find this so valuable so far, just have me to type V in the Zoom chat right now. Okay, I'm going to start breaking down the different stage of my automatic leads method. Okay, awesome. Tons of V coming in. I appreciate that, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead. We start the first part, right? So obviously, this is a 9-step method, right? The first stage is called creating an irresistible offer, right? And you will see that in many of our projects that we have done for our clients that have generated 7 figures and even 8 figures, you will see 3 elements. Okay, always 3 elements. Okay, so offer, funnel, and traffic. You need these 3. Okay, now sometimes when you go and learn from other marketers, or you go and hire a marketing agency or a third-party agency, right? What they usually tend to do is just traffic. But without funnel and offer, usually it falls flat. That's the reason why you may have hired other people, you may have paid for leads before, but you're still getting low-quality leads, because if you only focus on traffic, okay, you're going to get low-quality leads, or it's not sustainable. All right, you need this. You need all 3 of these ingredients. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example. This is a funnel that we created for one of our clients. She's a TOT, that means top 1% financial planner in the world. And we have been running this funnel for the past 5 years, guys. 5 years. We make very little change to the funnel. You know what's the best part? Because if you can create something that doesn't require much changes for 5 years, that means you can keep letting it run and it will keep generating you hundreds of high quality leads on a monthly basis, right? You don't have to keep chasing the next shining object. It's actually freeing yourself, okay, giving you time away from having to chase the next thing or to chase the next big thing like TikTok or whatever. How many of you understand that that's more powerful? Doing something one time and then it pays off for years. Okay, so this is an example of a funnel, an ad that we created. In fact, this ad we created 5 years ago. Until now, still works. Okay, and this is the funnel that we created for her. And you will see a pattern here. Number one, you will see this thing called one traffic. One traffic meaning that we created one ad, okay, one video that we can use for advertisement. And sometimes it can be an image instead of a video. Okay, you will see this thing called one funnel. The funnel is to filter high quality leads. And then what you will also see is that you will see this thing called one offer. So the offer is basically the messaging, what we say in our funnels, what we say in our ads, okay, in order to tell people about an offer for them to sign up, an offer for them to buy, okay? And we want to create what we call an irresistible offer, an offer that is unique, that's different from your competitors. That's always the hardest thing for people to do because they always create an offer that is the same boring offer that all their competitors are selling, okay? So one traffic, one funnel, one offer. So far, so good. So if you look at mine, it's the same thing. One traffic, one funnel, which is this webinar funnel that you came for. And what convinced you to come for this is all the writing here, right? All the messaging here that gives you an offer. The offer is a free web class, right? A free automatic leads web class that shows you how to generate high quality leads. And that's why it works. And that's why you are here. Can you guys see that? Okay. So one traffic, one funnel, and one offer. So I'm going to start going into my 3 secrets right now, and we're going to break down each of these right into one of the secrets, which is the first one, secret number 1. I'm going to show you guys how you can use AI to create or to find a blue ocean market so you can get the highest quality leads at the cheapest price. So what is this blue ocean market all about? Okay, and what does this have to do with creating an offer? So right now, we are going to go to the first stage of what we call our automatic leads method. And the first stage is basically this thing called creating an offer, right? You need an irresistible offer. And it starts with finding a blue ocean market. So what's a blue ocean market? So just imagine a sea, right? An ocean. So those of you who have not read this book called The Blue Ocean Market, just imagine an ocean, right? Ocean is usually blue color, right? It's blue because what? There's abundance. There's abundance of fish. There's abundance of creatures in the ocean. And when you are sharks, right? That means you are a predator. You are there. You are feeding on the fishes, right? The smaller fishes. And there's more than enough fish for the different sharks to feed, okay, in this ocean. That's why it's called blue ocean, right? It means you are in a market where there's little or no competition. There's more than enough for everyone. So what's the opposite, or what's the contrast to blue ocean? Red ocean, okay? So many of you here, you are in a red ocean market, meaning what? You are in a market where there's too many sharks, too many competitors, going after the same or small amount of customers. So then it becomes a bloodfest, right? It becomes a fest where all these sharks are fighting for that small amount of customers. And that's why you have red ocean. You have a very overly competitive market. Okay, so far so good. So that's just a quick crash course on the meaning of blue ocean and red ocean. So you want to find a blue ocean market, meaning a market that has little to no competition, right? So that there's abundance of customers for yourself. Okay, and what happens is that most people, when they're trying to create an offer, the first step, they are already in the wrong step. They're already doing the wrong step because they are in a red ocean instead of a blue ocean. Okay, and that is the number one mistake of being of a sign that you know that you are in a red ocean is when you are trying to market to everyone. And this is actually very obvious one. When you ask people, when I ask some of my students or my clients, hey, who is your audience? Who is your target audience, right? Who is your ideal client? And they will say, everyone, anyone with money, anyone want to upgrade property, anyone who wants to retire, anyone who wants to lose weight, anyone who wants to get rid of hair on their body. I don't know, whatever you're selling, right? So they always use words like anyone or everyone. And that is already the biggest mistake. You cannot make an irresistible offer for everyone. Okay, write that down somewhere if you're writing notes. Okay, if you're not, you should be. Let me give you an example here. Now, how many of you here, if I offer you right now, let's say I import some A5 grade Wagyu beef, okay, but at a very cheap price. like maybe like 100 grams for $5 only. Okay, somehow I have a sauce that can get you A5 grade Wagyu beef at $5 for 100 grams. How many of you will buy this? Just tell me to type yes in the chat. How many think that is an irresistible offer? Right? It's a high quality, great beef, but at a very cheap price. Okay? Now, so those who will say yes, because you eat beef, right? Okay, but here's the thing. If I try to market everyone, can you see that? Some people will say, can't be true. Some people will say, don't take beef. You see, you cannot create an irresistible offer for everyone, because if you are selling, let's say, Wagyu beef, if you're trying to sell to everyone, you know who is inside everyone? Vegans. Right? Maybe Buddhists. People who don't eat beef. You cannot sell, even if you have an amazing offer, a A5 grade Wagyu beef at the cheapest price, and you try to sell it to a vegan, okay, you are wasting your time. Can anyone see that? Okay. So you cannot sell to everyone, right? What you want to do is you want to niche down to a market, what we call a sub niche or sub market. Okay. And that's why in my automatics method, the first step, okay, we have no time, right? Because, by the way, this is actually a 3-stage framework, and it actually takes me a 3-day to go through everything. That means each step: offer, I take 1 day, and then funnel, I take another day, and then traffic, I take another 3 full days. Okay. So basically it's one full day, 1 full day, and 1 full day. Okay. But because we only have 2 hours, I will just give you the best stuff here, and we'll be covering the first step, which is avatar. Okay, so you got to know who are you selling to. It's not about what you're selling, it's who you are selling to. Here's an example. It's about being a generalist or a specialist, right? If you think about it, a generalist always makes less money than a specialist. So the one that's trying to target everyone is always a generalist. Okay, and in whatever business you're in right now, if you're trying to target everyone, you are being a generalist. So a specialist always make more money. You go to don't believe me, you go to a GP, you're sick, you go to a general practitioner, right? How much the consultation? Right? Maybe $20. Some places are a bit more expensive, maybe $50 at most. Okay. But let's say you have a certain throat issue, throat infection, whatever, right? That the GP cannot help. They'll refer you to a throat specialist. And how much is a consultation to a throat specialist? A lot higher. One consultation alone is at least what, 100, 200, sometimes even $400. My daughter, our helper, accidentally clipped off her. It was quite sad. She was cutting the nail, accidentally clipped off a bit of a meat, okay, on her ring finger. All right. So we went to the hospital, and then they referred us to a hand specialist just to make sure there's no scar. Okay. And this hand specialist, right, just one appointment, okay, was $200. Okay. But you go to a GP, it's $20. How many of you can see a specialist makes way more money than a generalist? Okay. And a specialist usually are in a blue ocean. A generalist is usually in a red ocean. Okay, so this is actually one of the things that we dive deeper into the 3-day class, and I want to show you guys an example of one of our students, and I want to use his example as a case study, okay, to show you that in whatever industry you're in, you actually can niche down to a market. So here's an example. This is Calvin. He's a financial planner, and this can work in any other industry as well. I'm using him as an example because he's a financial planner. Okay, so he was in an overcrowded marketplace, right? Because financial planning is very overcrowded. There's a lot of financial planners out there, right? Nowadays, you stone throw to anyone. Usually, it's a financial planner or a real estate agent. Okay, so don't be offended. Yeah, this is the truth. Okay, so he was in an overcrowded marketplace and not the easiest to generate high quality leads. And plus, he was actually in the first year of being in the business. And how many of you understand that if you're in first year in the business, okay, you try to target everyone, you are also trying to compete with everyone. That's the downside to trying to target everyone. You're also competing with everyone. So imagine this, you're first year financial planner, okay, or first year realtor, or first year fitness trainer, whatever your business you're in, okay? You try to target everyone, it means that you're competing against someone who is also 20 years in the market, 15 years in the market. They are veterans, they are people that have way more experience. So then my question is that if I'm your customer or if I'm your prospect, why would I want to pick you who's only 1 year in the business versus picking someone 20 in the business? You already lost because you are in the wrong market. Okay, if you guys can see that and you are getting value so far, just type V in the chat. Okay. So he came to our class, he said, okay, we need to niche down. Yeah, you need to go down to a small market. And what he did was this. He realized that he niche down, and after going through our AI method, which I'll share with you in a while, he found one market that is what we call little to no competition. Okay, we call it underserved market. And he realized that teachers are underserved. So he decided to niche down for financial planning just for teachers. Okay. Now, initially, when I shared this, a lot of people were very skeptical. They were like, a lot of very skeptical people, and they will just brush this off. Teachers are too small market. Where got such thing as financial planning only for teachers? They will say a lot of stupid stuff. But what happens is that just because he niched down, he was able to specialize himself. He started generating 10 to 20 high quality course book a week. Okay. And these are course book. Okay. Let me show you. First 30 days, when he launched his funnel, when he launched his campaign, he got 40 course book. And this is just the first 30 days before he even scaled up. And we are talking about people who go into his calendar, book a date, click on a time, and then fill up around 6 to 8 questions about their age, their income range, and everything in order to jump on a call with him. How many of you can see that that's so much better than you generating leads, you calling the leads, you chasing the leads? The positioning is off already. But this is the leads coming to him, the leads booking a call with him. Okay? First year in the business. Right? How many think that's pretty awesome? Just type WOW in the chat. Okay? Now, of course, there's a lot more other elements. I'm going to show you in secret 2 and 3 how to make this happen. Right? But the first step is to niche down to a market. Right? And guess what? In 1 year, he was able to achieve more than $100,000 sales. And we actually just recently gave him this award, the 6-figure award. Okay, I met up with him, and he actually told me that in the first year after using this system and niching down, and this funnel that I'm going to show you later on, he was able to close 100 customer. Close already, okay? This is not just 100 leads, okay? 100 customer in that 1 year alone. All right? How many think that's pretty awesome? Okay, so that's the power of niching down, right? People were able to give him a chance and want to work with him, even though he was only 1 year in the business, because the teacher was a feel like, hey, if someone who is a specialized in teachers versus someone who is 20 years but is a generalist, okay, people will be more inclined to still pick the specialist with 1 year experience than to pick someone 20 years but is a generalist. You must understand that, right? A specialist that is 3 years in the market will still make more money than a GP that is 10 years in the market, okay? So that's what happened for Kelvin. And then what's interesting was that he actually invited one of his friends to my class because he was doing very well, and he have a friend called Jaden. And Jaden also first year in the real estate business, so it's another industry. But what happened was he saw it and he was like, hey, you know what? I can just bother him. I don't want to try to innovate or whatever. I just imitate first, right? A lot of times when you're starting out, you want to imitate first, then you innovate. And so he's in real estate business. He's also first year in the business. So he did the same exact thing. He decided to do real estate investment for teachers. Okay, and same thing, created a calendar booking form and everything. And guess what? Started getting course book. How many of you here knows a real estate agent that can get course book? Okay, that means people that book a call with him, look at his calendar, fill up 6 to 8 questions to want to work with Jaden. Okay, instead of the other way around of chasing the leads. Okay, I'm very, very sure many of you will not be able to find an agent that could do that, that could actually get people to book a call with them. Okay, so that's the power, right? And again, this can work in any other industry, not just real estate and financial planning. I just happen to have a lot of students here. We also have recently a client of ours, actually a student first. He runs a IPL company, laser hair remover. Okay, and he was thinking, what Gabriel say makes sense, but how do I niche down for laser hair remover? Right, because it's a very traditional service business. How do I niche down? Anything can be niche down. Okay, so eventually he decided to niche down to people with dark skin. So he's doing IPL only for people with dark skin. And it's amazing, right? Because when you do that, when he did that, right, he was able to charge almost twice the amount of money, okay, for the same service, and was able to be way more profitable, okay, and became a multi-million-dollar a year business because of that. Okay, so any industry you're in, you can niche down, and you need to niche down. Whether is it weight loss or tuition or coaching, or you're selling products. Like I have another student of mine who recently joined. He sells cosmetic. So I told him to niche down, and he decided to niche down cosmetic for LGBT community. Okay, so niching down is important, right? You need to serve a niche client, right? So the question right now is, how do you know which clients or which market has potential? So we do this thing called Blue Ocean Audience Research, and it used to take months to do this, because the old way to do this, right, is we have to go to YouTube, Facebook group, we have to search, we have to kind of like study the market, understand the trends and all that. And it can take many, many months to find out a blue ocean market. But today, thank God for AI, okay, we have a new way to do it, okay? And you actually can use something as simple as ChatGPT to do this for you. If you guys do not know, ChatGPT now has integrated directly with the internet, which means that they can actually search on the internet. It's no longer limited to like 2001 data or whatever, in case you guys do not know that. Okay. And I'm sure everyone here, I've already heard of ChatGPT. Some of you may be not using it. I don't know why. For whatever reason, you're not using it. Okay. But if you're not using it, you are really lacking behind. Okay. So when you use ChatGPT, you actually use it for many, many things. But one of the things that we use it for is for research. Okay. So this is, but this is how people use ChatGPT. They use it wrongly. They will say something like that. They will use in ChatGPT, right? What is important to get a good result is your prompt. Okay. The better your prompt, the better the results. Okay. And this is how most people use their ChatGPT. They will say something like, help me find a blue ocean customer for my weight loss business. So just imagine here, I'm in a weight loss business. Okay. So I type in, help me find a blue ocean customer for my weight loss business. Okay. ChatGPT will end up giving you a bunch of useless reply. You cannot use it. Like they'll tell you a bunch of stuff. And this stuff, right, is like rather they don't tell you because you cannot, there's no actionable stuff from here. Okay. So it's all about prompt engineering and how you use the prompt. So this is our prompt, how we use ChatGPT. Okay, watch this. Okay, so in fact, I think by the end of today, I think Gen V, just take note of this. We will probably take this prompt and we'll send it out as an email to everyone here, just as a reward for coming online and being here with me and for learning and taking your time to upgrade yourself. Okay, so we'll send you this prompt and it's actually a fill in the blank prompt. So you can take this prompt and fill in the blank. That means all this under the bracket, you can just replace this for your own profession. So I am a profession. So I am a weight loss coach. I am a financial planner. I am a IPL business owner, right? I am a cleaning business owner, whatever, right? Whatever profession you're in, okay? And then insert the industry, right? Cleaning business, cosmetic business, whatever. And then in country, Singapore, right? Or whichever other country you're watching from, because usually in my webinar, I have people from different parts of the world coming in. And then I sell a type of service and product. Then you explain your product and services, okay? So basically this prompt will help you to find 5 underserved audience or blue ocean audience for yourself. Okay. So we did this and here's an example. I replaced everything. So imagine I'm a weight loss coach. Okay. So I'm a weight loss coach trying to find underserved audience within the weight loss market in Singapore. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Okay. I sell weight loss coaching and then supplements after. Okay. So this is the entire prompt. The rest of the prompt is basically just copy and paste. And then guess what? ChatGPT will do its research and it found me 5 audience here that I could use. Working professional in high-stress industries such as finance, tech, and law, postpartum woman, middle-aged adult facing metabolic changes, expats, and active agers. Okay? How many think that's pretty awesome? All right? Now, from here, you would then have to narrow down to one market. Obviously, you have to go with one. Okay? It's not like you cannot have 5 girlfriends at the same time, right? It's likely not going to work out. Okay, unfortunately. So you gotta pick one, right? I know sometimes you have like, 5 potential dates you can go for. You still gotta commit to one to really find out if that one is really the one for you. Okay. So in our 3-day program, we actually go deeper into helping you to understand and break down what is out of the 5, what is that one that has the most potential. Okay. But in this demonstration, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick postpartum woman, right? Because my wife, after she was pregnant twice, and obviously when you're pregnant, you gain weight, right? So she gained weight and she wanted to lose that weight. She started going to the gym. And what I realized is that postpartum and prenatal fitness training, okay, these trainers, right, charge way more money than just a personal trainer. But they're doing the same exact thing. Okay, for those of you who do not know that. All right. So let's say I pick postpartum woman. So I am a weight loss coach and I want to serve postpartum woman. So this is how it looks like. So imagine instead of saying I am a weight loss coach, which is a generalist, right? There's a lot of personal trainer, weight loss coach out there in the market. But I say I am a weight loss coach specialized in postpartum women. How many of you here understand that number 2 is easier to differentiate, right? And in fact, how many of you think, okay, or who do you think will make more money? Number 1 or number 2? Weight loss coach or weight loss coach who specializes in postpartum women? Okay, how many believe which one will make more money? Just type 1 or 2 in the chat. Right? Obviously 2 lah, right? It's not a trick question. Okay. Can you guys see that? Right? So you have to niche down and you can use AI to do that for you. Now, the best part next is that we actually created another software, which I'll show you in a short while, called SalesWriter. So once you have a market such as postpartum woman, step number 2, we'll do this thing called research. So I'll go to another software called SalesWriter AI. Okay, this is actually a software that we created. And then we will do a research on our ideal client. Can you see that? Who's the ideal client? I'll put in postpartum woman. Okay, I'm in a weight loss coaching. Singapore. Of course, you can replace the answer, whichever answer you want, and then click on this thing called generate content. And it will then generate for me a profile, a potential profile of my ideal client, right? 32 years old, struggling with low self-esteem, wants to fit into pre-pregnancy clothes, okay, and so on. How many of you understand that if I can understand my client's motivation, my potential client's motivation, my prospect motivation, how many of you understand that I can write a very personalized message and create a very personalized offer for this person? I don't have to do a generalized offer. How many of you can see that? Okay, if you can see that, just type WOW in the chat. Okay, and this is again all created by AI. Okay, now next part. All right, I appreciate your participation. You guys are typing WOW. I appreciate that. Okay, and then next part, step 3, we create this thing called avatar. That means what? We use AI to research our customer, but we then use the information and feedback this information to AI and tell this AI how to who is our avatar. Okay, by creating this called avatar, who is the ideal client, what's the main topic, what's the biggest result they want, what's the time frame, and these are all from the research here. So I'll basically take all this information here, copy and paste this information here, and put it into here. Okay, under this function called creating an avatar. Okay, so this way I'll be able to create an avatar so that in the future, when I want to write a copy, okay, such as a Facebook ad script, or if I want to write a sales letter, an email, I can use this AI. I can tell this AI, hey, I want to write this email to this ideal client who is a postpartum woman. And it will use all this personalized information and write a very personalized email or very personalized copy to them. Okay, how many think that's pretty awesome? Right? Can you guys see the potential of this so far? Okay, I'm going to carry on, right? But in Secret 2, I'll show you how we can use this. Okay, but this is the power here. You are able to write a very personal letter, not a generic letter, to reach out to your clients. Okay, so that's the first secret, is to niche down into a blue ocean market. Right, we're going to move on to Secret 2 because of time right now. So Secret 2, I'm going to show you guys how you can automatically filter high quality leads using proven funnels that you can set up in less than 30 minutes. So now that you have the right niche, okay, it's not the end yet, because even if you have the right niche, it doesn't mean that everybody is the right customer for you, right? Because some people have higher intent to want to work with you now, some people have lower intent, okay? And that's the biggest mistake that most people try to do lead gen online, is that they will run something, a lead form ad or messenger ad with no filtering process. So remember earlier I shared that you run an ad to opt-in page, you just get people to fill up some random information, and then from there, you get low quality leads, right? Because you make it easy, too easy for people to fill up. So it will be something like when you call them, how do you know they're low quality leads? Because when you call them, they will hang up or they don't reply you. They question who are you, they treat you like an information counter, they don't respect you or your advice because you're just another salesperson. All right. So what we did was that we created what we call an additional step, a filtering process. Okay. By getting them to fill up 6 to 8 questions, that's a way to filter people, making it harder, getting them to commit something. And that gives us higher quality leads. Okay. So right now I'm in this stage of what I call a one funnel topic. Okay. And the stage 2 of my 9-step system. Okay. Under stage 2 called funnel. Okay. As usual, this is something that requires me 1 full day to go step by step. But I'm going to give you the best part here, which is value ladder. Okay. Which is creating what we call a ladder for people to climb. Okay. A step-by-step ladder. And those people who are not interested to climb, they will drop out. And you want them to drop out because you want those people who are not serious, right, who will waste your time to drop out. Okay. So you want to create a ladder for them to climb in order to work with you or talk to you. Okay. So how do we do this? Now, this is something that's a lot easier today compared to 5 years ago. All right. I'm going to show you guys a story. I'm going to share with you guys a quote first. The quote is actually by Steve Jobs. Good artists copy, great artists steal. So what this means is this: you don't actually have to always do something brand new, something nobody has done before, right? Something entirely unique. In fact, sometimes that's not a good thing. When you do something too unique, it means that it's not proven yet. Okay, and that's a huge risk. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just model what works. Okay, when it comes to creating a funnel, okay, and a value ladder, there's already a lot of proven model out there in the market. And this is how I started learning this. So when I first started learning about funnels and filtering high quality leads, I actually learned from one of my mentor, Russell Brunson. I actually paid a lot of money, fly to US, at least like 6 figures in order to learn from this person. And what happened was that I went to his event and I joined his 1-year coaching. And in his 1-year coaching, I started to learn about how they use this thing called a funnel. And I saw that Russell, who's selling a software because he's doing a software company called ClickFunnels, he has this high ticket insider program, right? Like an inner circle program that's 50K a year. And I saw that how he used this funnel to generate leads for this 50K a year program. Okay. And it looks something like this. Okay. The first page of the funnel is a headline. I'm looking for my dream client. And then there's a short video about what is this about. And then there's apply now for inner circle. Do you guys realize that there's no about us, there's no contact us, there's no none of that stuff? Just one objective, apply now for inner circle. And then when you click on this, you have to fill up your email address. And that's not the end. You bring you to this page called You're One Step Away. Please fill up this short application below right now. And then there's a video of Russell talking about what's this inner circle about. And then there's a form for you to fill up. And why should they pick you to join the inner circle? How many of you can see that? Okay, so a very simple funnel. And this funnel alone has generated over $5 million in revenue a year. Okay, how I know that is because it's 50K per membership per year. And they have 100 members in this. And they cap it at 100. And every year is full and maxed out. Okay, so how many of you can see that if I can model a funnel that's doing 5 million a year, maybe I can achieve similar result, right? Because it's a proven system. And that's what I did. I did for my agency, even though it's a different business, I was doing agency, but I know that I'm trying to get high ticket clients because 50K a year is high ticket. My agency is also about 50K to 100K. So I decided to do a funnel that is similar. So I created first page. Can you see that? Headline. Do you want us to create a video digital marketing campaign for you? This is like 6 years ago. And then there's a video, and then there's a button here. Okay. Next page, you're one step away. Fill up this short application below. And then there's a video explaining my agency services. Okay. And then at the bottom of this video, there is a form for you to fill up before you get the chance to speak with me and work with me. Okay. Now, how many of you can see that this is almost the same thing? Okay. Headline, video, button. Okay. You're one step away, and then there's a form. Okay. Headline, video, button. One step away, video, and then there's a form. Right? If you can see it's the same, just type same in the chat. Because I want you to know this is not rocket science. This is just modeling what's already working. Okay? And you know what's the best part? We use this funnel and we achieve our first $1 million a year using this funnel. I generated quite a lot of high quality leads from here. Okay, and we actually achieve our first $1 million a year. Sounds good? Okay, just by modeling something that's doing 5 million. I didn't did 5 million, but at least I did 1 million. How many think that's not bad? Right? But you know what's the best part? When I started sharing this about 6 years ago, I was one of the first few people in Singapore, right, to share with Singaporeans and Singapore business owners about funnels. And of course, many of them were very skeptical, very dismissive, rightfully so, because it was very new. Okay. But so a lot of people are very skeptical. So when I first shared this, they will say, it does not work for property lah. It does not work for financial planning lah. It does not work for weight loss lah. It does not work for my business. In any way, just fill in your own blank, right? Does not work for my fill in the blank business. Okay. So when I first started, I realized that I know that there is no difference. It could be different business, but if you're selling high ticket, so this for those who are selling high ticket. If you're selling high ticket, meaning anything more than $3,000 to $5,000 product and services, that is a high ticket. Okay. So when I first shared this, a couple of people in property, right, started to reach out to me. Okay. One of them is Lynn. So Lynn actually came to my 3-day class, and she was one of the first few that were willing to try out for herself for the real estate industry. Okay. So because people will be skeptical, like who will want to fill up 6 to 8 questions to jump on a call with a property agent? You see, that's the problem. If you still see yourself as an agent, that's why people don't want to jump on a call with you. You want to start seeing yourself as an expert, right? As a business owner. Okay, that's how you want to see yourself. So firstly, she created this funnel using my exact framework. How many can see it's almost the same thing? Headline, video, button, and then there's a form on the second page. That's it. Okay, so they created this, and guess what? Do people fill up? Yes, they did. In fact, they are still running this funnel after, how long already? I think after 4-5 years, still running this funnel. Okay, and this is the answers that is given, right? The people fill up this information, and you actually get this information even before you call them. So is it the first time buying a property? Yes, no. What's your age? 35, 40, 43. What's your gross monthly income? 10K, 12K. How many of you can see that this does a couple of things? Number one, those who are willing to fill up all these answers, all these questions in order to jump on a call with you, they are way more serious than those that just fill in their phone number and email address. Can you see that? I mean, that should be quite clear by now. Okay. But the best part is that it helps you to filter the spam leads, the low quality leads, because those that anyhow fill up, you don't even need to call them. You know, in the past, you generate 100 leads, you have to call them one by one, or your sales team or whoever you hire have to call one by one. And then from there, then they realize, okay, this is a spam lead, a junk call, or someone who's not even serious, someone don't even have the budget. So you actually waste a lot of time having to follow up with them. But by looking at this alone, let's say their gross monthly income is $3,000. Okay, $3,000, buy what property? You don't even need to call them. How many of you understand that? Right? And then from here, you can also choose who you want to call first. Now it's not they choosing you. Now it's you choosing who you want to call first. Right? In this case, if this person is 12K, maybe I want to call the person with 12K first. Right? Can you guys see that? If you can see how powerful that is, just type WOW in the Zoom chat. So you actually get to work lesser. Okay, it's not just about making more money, but getting to work lesser, because you don't have to deal with all this nonsense that you deal with when you generate low quality leads. Okay, the funnel does the automatic filter for you. Okay, and guess what happened? Within a 10-month period after they launched the funnel, and they only spend very little. They spend only like only $1,000 on their advertising. Okay, but $1,000 has generated for them way more money. Okay, for what they invested. So watch this.
The thing I like is the customer will respect you as though you are the professional, the consultant. Unlike most Facebook where people say, oh, it's crappy leads, or the leads actually treat you like information provider.
And how many deals have you guys managed to generate from this?
7 deals, about $250,000 we made in 10 months just from the funnel itself.
Right, so their first 10 months, they generated additional $250,000. Okay, and of course, I have said already, they are still running this funnel for 4 or 5 years. Okay, they didn't have to post content on social media. They don't have to wait aimlessly for leads. They don't have to, now, if they can choose to, they don't have to talk to friends and family anymore. And they are generating customers that don't treat them like an information counter, and customers that respect them. Okay, and from what I last heard just about 2 weeks ago, Edward, okay, which is the son of Lin, told me that recently they have to pause the campaign because there was too many leads, and their team do not have enough manpower to handle all the leads coming in. How many think that's a pretty good problem? And this has been going on for the past 4 years. Okay, so once again, this can work for many other industry. We have another client of ours in the financial planning industry, right? This is actually a funnel that's been running for 5 years. And again, the best part is that this funnel has generated high net worth clients. So again, people are always skeptical. They think that high net worth people don't use social media. You think so? Okay. The data tells you otherwise. A lot of times you don't have to go by what you think or what you feel. Go by data. Okay. The data says the last 5 years, we've been generating people with high net worth. We're talking about people as high as $50 million to $100 million net worth. They went through this funnel to talk to Joanne, which is one of my clients, okay, to do financial planning with her. Okay, for obvious reasons, she has also achieved our 7-figure award, right? And she's doing super incredible. Even without us, she was doing incredible already. But with us, she was getting a lot more high net worth clients going through the funnel. Okay, now for those of you here who are many other industry, I didn't forget you, right? But because of time, I have to just give you a cheat sheet. So this is actually one of the things that we go through in our 3-day program. We go deeper into the different kinds of funnel. We have this thing called lead funnel, cut funnel, live webinar funnel, application funnel, and webinar call funnel. Different funnel has different purposes. Okay, some funnels are good for high ticket. So those of you here who have been hearing a lot about high ticket, anything more than $3,000, a property is more than $3,000, so that is a high ticket, right? Financial planning, usually you sell like investments or financial products, whatever. Anything more than $2,000, $3,000, it is a high ticket. So then you can use application funnel or webinar call funnel. Okay, if you're selling low ticket or mid ticket item, okay, then you can use any of these 3 funnel, which is lead, cut, and live webinar funnel. So very quickly, I'm just going to show you the blueprint, right? So this is the application funnel that I showed you earlier on. Okay, so cut funnel to an opt-in page, and then to a 6 to 8 question application page before you jump on a call to meet them, okay, and before they can become a client. A cut funnel is actually pretty awesome for anything to do with online products like e-commerce, cosmetic, beauty products, supplements. I even have clients doing local service business. So they will, for example, if they are doing pain relief, they can sell a trial package. Okay, a trial package for pain relief, 1 session, try first, you spend something. Then from there, offline, they will convert them into a package, a high ticket deal or something like that, right? So a cut funnel is actually very good for that. Okay, yeah, hair loss. In fact, the next slide I have is actually hair salon. So hair salon, low ticket item, $98 product. And then from there, get them to upserve a couple more services. But then the thing about service business is that when they come down to the place and they experience your service, there's a chance for you to upserve them other packages, and high-ticket products. Okay, we even did this for a restaurant, guys. Can you believe it? Okay, we are the first one to actually do it in Singapore. This many years ago. We actually created an offer. Okay, first page, second page, third page, fourth page. Okay, to sell, to boost traffic for this restaurant and get people to spend money first, even before they come down. That means they buy a package, they buy some beer pass before they come down, and we're able to turn the revenue from 38,000 to 61,000 in the following month. Okay, we've done it for pain relief session. So $47 trial massage, body massage for pain relief to get people to spend money first. Okay, they pay for it first before they come down. Okay, that's the best part. We're not just generating leads, because you generate leads and you want to try to ask them to come down, right? They haven't spent money yet. But this is people who have actually used their credit card, paid for it before they come down. Okay, so the chances of turning up is way higher. We call it buyer leads. They pay for a trial before they come down. Okay, they're not just freebie seekers. Okay, so we actually generated $26,000 in sales for this business in the first 90 days of launching. And 26,000 doesn't seem much, but these are just people who are buying a low ticket product, meaning a trial. Okay, and then from the trial, it resulted with another $500,000 offline sales. Okay, how many think that's pretty awesome? Okay, so we also have this thing called a live webinar funnel, where you actually can use a live webinar like what I'm doing right now. Okay, this is actually a filtering process, because when I do a live webinar funnel, those people who show up for the webinar, which is you guys right now, you are serious about your business, right? And I want to work with you, right? I don't want to work with people who are not even willing to show up for a free 2-hour class. How many of you understand that I'm wasting my time if I'm trying to talk to people? Let's say I want to talk to them one-on-one. How many of you understand I'm wasting my time to talk to someone who's one-on-one because when they're not even serious, or when they don't even have the commitment to show up for a 2-hour free web class? How many can see that? Right? But if someone is willing to schedule a time like you guys, right? Wake up early, especially some of you here, if you have to wake up early just to come for this class, right? And then you came for this class and you stay all the way to the end of the class. How many of you understand that you guys are much more quality, way more quality, okay, than people who are not even showing up? Okay, so once again, if you can see that, just type V in the chat. It stands for value, right? If you're seeing what I'm seeing right now. So we are using funnels to filter people. Okay. Obviously, we have done this for many, many different industries, such as real estate. This is KS Tan. He's actually the top 10 agent in ERA for multiple years. Ever since we created this webinar funnel for him, obviously has achieved our 7-figure award, right? And we have actually become good friends over the years, not just business partners. We have another financial planner that does estate planning, okay, and did a webinar funnel to do estate planning. And with this, right, generated a lot of high quality leads. People already met 6 of the prospects. So he did his first webinar, met 6 prospects, and look at the quality of the leads. The quality of leads are really good. Some have $2 million cash waiting for us. How many understand that's pretty awesome to have people that actually have the budget and the money when they are meeting you? Because the last thing you want is to meet a prospect and then end up they don't even have the money to buy from you, and you're just wasting your time. Okay. We have another webinar called Funnel Blueprint. This is actually an automated funnel. That means you get people to opt in to watch a 20-minute video first before getting them to book a call with you. Okay. And this is the one that I was saying, Kelvin and Jaden was using this, right, to get people to book a call with them. So we have done this for many other industry, MLM, health, supplements. They've done this before. So they want to try to get people to watch a video on how to lose weight, get them to watch this video first, then jump on a one-on-one call. Chronic pain as well. We have another student of ours, one of our star students, how to get rid of chronic pain. You opt in to watch a free training video, and then we actually have a template on how to create this 20-minute video. Okay, and this 20-minute video is just a PowerPoint slide. Okay, and after that, get them to book a call. After they watch this video, get them to book a call. So those who are not even willing to watch a 20-minute video, why even bother talking to them? Right? You get them to watch the video first. If they're interested, they book a call. So when they jump on a call with you, they are way more qualified than someone who just are here for a freebie. Can you guys see that? Okay. And by doing this, they don't have to talk to their friends and family anymore. All right. So friends and family for sales, okay, you can still talk to your friends and family for fellowship, okay, to enjoy your relationship with your friends and family, but not to sell them. Okay. So this is Chris and John. They came to one of my class 3 years ago, and they actually applied our automatic leads method, okay, and into their business, and they're actually first year in the business. You got once again understand that first year in the business means that, okay, it's very tough, a lot of things to figure out, okay, but this is what happened.
So before we met Gabriel, right, we actually faced a few challenges. The first one is definitely when we have good services, but we're not sure how can we attract the right leads. Right, so before that, we actually attract the wrong leads, which by they are not willing to spend, and we wasted a lot of money in ad spends. So that is where we met Gabriel. We actually have framework and also system to help us to do our copywriting to attract the right leads, and also a step-by-step checklist for us to create our own funnel. So with that, right, within 6 months, we already achieved from 0 to 6 figures amount of sales.
All right. So 0 to 6 figures in 6 months in their first year. How many think that's pretty awesome? You think that's awesome? Just type yes in the chat. Okay. Now that means those of you who are doing, you're not in the first year, right? You have an advantage because first year means very, very little experience. You understand what I mean? Very little experience. Okay. So 6 figure business in 6 months. And obviously the second year and third year, now they are one of our third year student. They have actually achieved so first year 6 figure in 6 months, the second year 6 figure in 3 months. Okay, and this year they have expanded. They even have a location that they recently just took down. All right, and they are doing at least I think 300,000 to 400,000 a year right now. Okay, so how do you build a funnel? Just model a proven funnel, right? Now I know what some of you are thinking. You might be thinking, Gabriel, you have not mentioned my industry, right? So again, as long as you are in any B2B or B2C business, you're looking for clients, this method will work for you. Okay. The only business that I've found that I cannot help so far are business like B2G. That means your business is to the government, right? Then you don't need a funnel. You don't try to attract government by running ads. Okay. Usually that will not work for you. Then you can go ahead and turn off this webinar. Okay. But any B2B or B2C business. Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys how you actually can build this in less than 30 minutes right now. So if I want to create an application funnel for myself like this, how do I build it? Okay. Now there's an old and hard way of building a funnel. So first of all, in the past, we actually have to do coding. Okay. We have to hire a coder, a website builder to build this funnel. Okay. You have to understand coding if you want to do it yourself. And it's actually not for beginners, very, very tough. But in the recent years, there's a lot more what we call templated funnels, done for you funnels, fill in the blank funnels. And one of the things that we did was actually create our own system, our own software called Salesable. Okay, it's a drag and drop. There's all SMS and email template installed into the software. There's a lot of funnel templates that you can just clone out, which I'll show you later. And that's the reason why you're able to build a funnel in less than 30 minutes or less, even if you have no tech knowledge. Okay, and the best part, you can use AI to write all your sales copywriting. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys show you guys a short video right now on Salesable. Okay, I did a video instead because sometimes my internet is a bit laggy when I'm trying to do Zoom and doing screen share at the same time. Okay, so I pre-recorded this video to show you guys how we're gonna build a funnel like this. So how many of you want to see me build a funnel like this? Okay, that means a working funnel. Okay, without the design, of course, because design will take a bit more time. But with a working funnel to filter high quality leads in less than 30 minutes. How many of you want to see that? Just let me type yes in the chat. Okay. All right, awesome. So let me just play this. All right, guys. So we're going to show you guys right now how simple it is to create your own lead generation, lead filtering funnel on Salesable. So we actually created Salesable for sales service professionals and service business owners. And there's a lot of other features that I have no time to go into it, such as calendar booking feature. It's actually a CRM, allows you to store all your contacts, allows you to make payments, allows you to automate your emails, your SMS, and even integrate WhatsApp, allows you to build membership site and a lot of other features that's all in one price. Now, I'm going to focus on building a funnel because a funnel is what you use to generate leads. In fact, I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to do a stopwatch to time myself how fast it is for you to actually build a funnel, because we already have proven templates that you can clone out. So we're going to start right now. We're going to start. I'm going to show you guys how you can build a funnel right now. So go to sites, you'll be automatically redirected to funnels. All you got to do is click on funnel, general funnel templates, because we already have all these pre-built funnels for you. And all these are application funnel, cart funnel, lead funnel, webinar call funnel, the funnels that I mentioned earlier before. And for this demonstration, I'm going to use application funnel. So I'm just going to click on this template and click on this 3-dot button, click clone, okay, and then give it a name. So I'm going to name it Salesable Demo Today, and then confirm. You can give it any name that you want. And within seconds, it will be able to clone out a proven funnel that you can actually use right now. So actually, it has already cloned out one version here, as you can see. So I'm going to click here. And 3 pages is done for you. Okay, so basically there's a template of 3 pages, opt-in page, and after they have opt-in, this is the application funnel. So right after they opt-in, they will go into a form to fill up the 6 to 8 question and then a confirmation page. So all I'm going to do right now is to click on edit, and we're going to edit the first page together. Okay, so far timing is about 1 minute. Okay, so not too bad right now. So this software is actually one of the faster loading website. So the website builder, which is the funnel builder right now, is a drag and drop, which means that it doesn't require you to know any basic coding knowledge or whatsoever. Everything is drag and drop. And the best part is that the template is already there, which means that you don't have to shift anything such as the logo and everything. You don't have to shift the framework and the structure. You just need to change and fill in the blank accordingly. Okay, so for example, logo, you just need to upload your own logo. Okay, and you can even generate an image with AI if you don't have a logo. But for this example, I'm just going to upload a random logo here. Okay, that we have already uploaded before. So you can basically upload any image by just uploading an image file here. But in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and upload, maybe a Sand marketing logo. Okay, so as you can see, it's instantly updated. And then for the rest of this is basically copywriting. And this is where I say that it does not matter what industry you're in, because what matters is the messaging that you are putting into your funnel. Okay, and in the past, all my students had to kind of learn copywriting. In fact, the fill in the blank template is already enough for you to write your own copy. But as I've said earlier, we actually created another software called SalesWriter to assist you in all your copywriting. Okay, so earlier I shared in secret number 1 that once you have created an avatar, you'll be able to use SalesWriter, click on copy template, and there's a bunch of other copy that you can that SalesWriter will be able to generate for you. So in this case, I'm going to create an application funnel. There's cut funnel, webinar call funnel, live webinar funnel. So I'm going to click on application funnel here. Okay, so all this depends on what funnel you're building. But since we are building application funnel together, I'm going to use application funnel as an example. So we're going to use Melissa Tan, which is the postpartum woman. This is the avatar that we created in secret number 1. And all I need to do right now is to click on this thing called generate content. And it will basically generate a copywriting that's personalized to this person called Melissa Tan, which is a postpartum woman, right? Because right now I'm imagining myself to be a postpartum fitness coach. So right now, as you can see, within a few seconds, all the entire copy is generated. Okay. Now it will be wise to still edit about 10% of them, but the best part is that you don't have to start anything from scratch. So this is the headline, and all I'm gonna do right now is to click go here, okay, and basically just do a copy and paste. Can you see that? So how to fit into pre-pregnancy clothes in 60 days without giving up your favorite or food or extreme workout. So I'm going to take this and put it in here, right? How many of you can see it? This is actually a pretty awesome headline, okay? And then the rest of the copy is who I am and stuff like that. Okay, in fact, we already have it, right? Who am I? Hi, my name is Gabriel. Help over hundreds of postpartum women achieve their goal of fitting their pre-pregnancy clothes and so on and so forth. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy in here. Yeah, and so on, right? So I'm just basically going to copy and paste every single thing that is written here and generated here. How many think that's pretty awesome? Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that, right? But because of this demo, I won't do it one by one. But once it's done, all I gotta do is click on publish. Okay, and even select a domain. We even have a domain for you. So if you don't have a domain, you don't want to connect yourself, you actually can use one of our subdomains, such as like funnels at salesbarfunnels.com. So I'm going to use the demo one, save. And this is now a live funnel. You can actually use this right now if you want to, okay? How amazing is that? So I'm going to go back to the funnel here, okay? Just do a refresh here. All right, and this is now a live working funnel that you can use to start generating high quality leads. Okay, so right now, can you see that? This is a funnel. If I click on this, this is actually a live website you can go into right now, how to fit into pre-pregnancy clothes and so on, right? Can you see that? All the copy, of course, because this is a demonstration. I didn't fill up the rest of the copy, but this is a live working funnel where I can put in my email address. So I'm just going to put in like Gabriel Wong testing@gmail.com, right? Click submit, and it will basically bring me to the next page, okay, which is the page with the 6 to 8 questions. Okay, can you see that? Right, so we didn't have time to customize this, but you can actually customize the questions according to what you want to ask so that you can get the best quality leads, right? And I did all this in how long? Less than 6 minutes. All right, guys, how many think that's pretty awesome? Just type yes in the chat. Okay, I was able to create a working, functional funnel in less than 6 minutes, right? Obviously, if you were to spend more time with the design, spend more time with other areas, finishing up the copy, then yeah, it could probably take you like an hour or 30 minutes or so. So I'm not overly exaggerating here, right? And because everything's already done for you, there's really a lot of templates that you can clone out. Okay, you don't have to start everything from scratch. And even the copywriting is generated by AI for you. Okay, so let me come back to my slides here, right? So Teresa here was an example of someone who she's actually in an interior design business. And she actually joined one of my class and she actually used the same exact method that I just taught you earlier to create a funnel for herself, right? She cloned out a funnel. She saw that interior design is high ticket, so she cloned out an application funnel for herself, okay, in just a couple of days. And then can you see her funnel don't even have like very awesome design, right? Don't even have a video, right? It's just a how to design your dream house with deadline guarantee. And then there's a short video of like, this is not even a video of her, it's just a video of like a blueprint of a house that she actually created before, okay? And then from here, next page, application funnel. What type of property do you own? I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can see, right? Is it resale, existing, whatever? What's your budget? And from here, she was able to get very high quality leads. And in 60 days, she was able to close 3 deals, okay? The 3 deals, one of them is at least a $300,000 project, 70K, there's 270K, 80K project, and then a 300K project. So that is a $500,000 deal within 60 days. And that's just the first 60 days, okay? How many think that's pretty awesome? Okay, if you can do that for yourself, especially. Okay, she's brand new. She doesn't know anything about internet marketing, digital marketing, right? But she took the leap of faith. She trusted in herself. She bet in herself instead of saying that, oh, you know, Gabriel, you haven't showed, because back then when I shared this, right, she was my first interior design student. So she have all the right to say that, oh, Gabriel, you never show me enough interior design students that have made it, so I don't think this will work for me. She took a bet on herself, right? She believed that, hey, she has seen enough example of how this has worked for so many people. And so she decided to took matters into her own hands. And with all the proven templates and framework that were given her, she was able to launch this within 60 days and was able to get this kind of results. Okay, and this is our second year. She's a second year user of our software already. Okay, so the business is now growing and scaling. Okay, so that's secret number 2, which is creating funnels. Not just as a funnel to get more sales, but funnel to filter high quality leads. And you can actually use proven funnels, templates that we have already created, and you can use softwares like Salesable to create funnels in less than 30 minutes. Okay, now the last part, secret number 3. How you can generate hundreds of high quality leads for free by using this little known self-paying ad strategy. Okay, now I'm going to quickly go through this right now because when it comes to traffic, it's actually the easy part. Because once you have the right offer and the right funnel, the traffic actually becomes very, very easy. But first of all, I need to share with you that there's actually only 2 ways to generate traffic on social media. Because I still see many people confused about social media because they feel like I have to post content. I have to keep posting content. I have to create content, create videos. I have to dance. I have to do stupid pointing stuff, right? In order to get attention and followers, then I can get sales. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you that there's actually 2 ways to generate traffic. And there's actually a better way. You don't have to dance. You don't have to do pointing fingers. Okay? Because all these are what we call earn traffic. You earn it. You post content, you earn your traffic. But it can take a long time. Okay? Most people don't go viral within a few months. It can take years for you to build followings. Okay? And some people are lucky. They were able to get viral very quickly, but it doesn't mean everybody can replicate the same thing. All right? How many of you here, in fact, have tried posting some content, 5, 6 content, and then you give up because your content, when you spend all the effort, you post the content, you get 5 views. Okay? How many of you have done it before? Just tell me to type yes in the chat. Okay? Now, I'm not knocking it off, okay? I myself do content, but I don't rely on it because I don't want to rely on something that is uncertain. So what I do instead is paid traffic. Okay? So we are now in the last part of our automatic leads method, which is paid traffic. Okay? So for running ads, I do believe that ad is the best way to generate hundreds of high quality leads, right? On a monthly basis, consistently. And if you know how to do it properly, it can become free. So I'm going to show you guys 2 things right now. The first thing is, because when it comes free, right, you don't have to worry about budget. Because a lot of times when I tell people I spend 50K, 80K, 100K a month on ads, some of my clients spend that amount of money a month on ads. And people get freaked out, you know. People feel like, wow, Gabriel, I don't have the kind of budget to spend. But what you got to understand is that these budgets are free. Okay, these are a budget that we reinvested in. We didn't start off with 50K or 100K a month. Okay, so I'm going to show you the secret here. So assuming that you spend $100 on ads and you get 10 leads. And then from there, you generate a profit of $200. So let's say you close one deal or whatever, you generate $200 of profit. That is a 2x return. You just turn $100 into $200. How many of you understand that I can now repeat the same thing? It's called a double down strategy. I can now put the $200 back into ads, get 20 leads, and $400 back out. So if I were to do this over and over again, $100, 10 leads, $200 profit. Okay, assuming, okay, just follow me on this first. Then I put the $200 back in, I get 20 leads, I get $400 back out. Then I put the $400 back in, I get 40 leads, I get $800 back out. If I do this for 10 times, I would have made $100,000 on the 10 times using only $100 because that's the money I started with. Okay, can you guys see that? If you all can see that, just type V in the chat for value. Okay, so people get freaked out. They're like, Gabriel, you spend 50K a month on ads, yeah, 50K a month, right? Because on the 10th month, you'll be spending 50K. But what they don't understand is what is the real ad spend? It's only $100. I'm simply reinvesting my profits. Okay, and you know what's the best part? The best part is all these leads that I've generated is now free because it compounds, right? People forget about that, right? The 10 leads, 20 leads, it all compounds. I will actually generate 9,830 leads. I invested $100. I've already made a profit of 100K, which means that everything is free now. And this 9,830 leads, right? I already have their contact details. I have their email address, which means that I can now do email marketing, okay, to send emails to them whatsoever with zero cost except for software costs. I don't have to pay money for ads anymore. Can you guys see that? Okay, that's the power, right? So that's one of the reasons why we're able to build a brand new business to 100,000 contacts, 100,000 leads in just 1 year. Okay, in fact, if you can see, 84,000 leads that came in just the last year alone. Okay, and grew this business to over $10 million in just a single 12-month period. Can you guys see that? Okay, this is actually on Stripe, right? And we actually started all this with Steve Tan, one of the e-com legend. And in the first 3 months, we were able to achieve this result just by doing the double down method.
Since working with him, he has scaled our new program from $0 to over $1 million within 3 months of working together.
Right? Can you guys see that? 0 to $1 million in 3 months, and we just kept doubling down. That's why we were able to hit $10 million in that 1 year alone. Okay. Now, whenever I share this, right, there will always be skeptical people, and of course, rightfully so, you should be skeptical. And what they're skeptical on is 2x return, right? Is this even possible? Because in order for this to happen, you must at least get a positive return, meaning $100 you spend, you get $200 profit. Then only you can double down, right? So they will say that, is this actually even possible? So let me show you some examples here. This is actually one of my students, Andrew Chua. He used our method, which is the automatic leads method with a proper offer and a funnel. He spent $200 on ads and generated $2,500 in sales. Obviously, from here, there's at least 2x profit. Okay, maybe 20% or 30% gross profit. Then it will at least be 2 times of $200. Can you all see that? Okay, and from here, he's able to now double down. Here's another example. Michelle, she spent close to $2,000 on advertising, but she got a total commission, which is already profit at $23,000. How many of you can see this is not just 2 times, this is 10 times. Here's another example, Jack. She spent the first $30 on ads, only $30 on ads, but she closed a deal that's $2,400 a year. Right? So is doubling down something that you can do? Absolutely. Right? You just need the right offer and the right funnel. You cannot have, if your ads is not working, it's likely because you don't have the right foundation, which is why I started off with Secret 1 and Secret 2 first. Okay? Now, next part is this. With AI, it's even easier than now than ever to create ads. You actually don't have to generate ads yourself anymore. In fact, I was actually on a vacation 2 weeks ago. And during the vacation, my team created 30 over ads, right, without me. Okay, here's how. So once again, this is the ad that we show on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever platform you want to be on. Right? It doesn't matter what's the platform. What matters is the video or what you say in your video. Okay. I've also said that you don't actually have to do a video. You can actually just do an image ad, something like this. Okay, so these are some of our best performing ads that have generated hundreds of high quality leads. So this itself, I think, generated close to 1,000 so far, right? Can you guys see that this is just a very simple, ugly image? Use ChatGPT to get high quality leads. Our graphic designer is away. It's attention grabbing. And this one, anybody can do, right? A 5-year-old can do this. A 5-year-old also can do this. How many can see that? Okay, and this has helped us to generate thousands of high quality leads, all right? So if you can do something like that, you can run an ad. Okay. Now, if you want to do something like this, like a design, something more well-designed, you actually can even use ChatGPT to generate images for you. So actually you can go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to generate an image for you and use the image generated because it's copyright free to run it as an ad. Right? How many think that's awesome? In fact, I think many of you here probably already heard of this before. Okay. But I'm going to go even further. Even if you want to create a video, you can use AI to completely create videos for you without you even recording the video yourself or even being inside the video. Okay, so watch this. How many of you have seen one of my ads before? In fact, maybe one of these ads got you here in this web class. Okay, I'm just going to play maybe the first 10 seconds so maybe you can remember how it looks like. Okay, so just watch this.
Stop lowering your prices if you want to attract high-quality leads. Lowering prices will devalue your business and authority. It might attract a crowd, but not the right crowd. You'll get price shoppers who are hard to please rather than high-quality leads who value.
Okay, I'm going to pause there. Now, how many of you here can see, or I don't know if you guys can tell, okay? This video, right, including my voice, okay, and my face, this entire video of mine, okay, is actually generated by AI. It's not me. I did not appear in front of a video. I wasn't the one who recorded the voice, okay? It was 100% generated by AI, my voice and my face, okay? How many think that's pretty awesome? If you think that's awesome, just type WOW in the chat. Okay, in fact, I'm going to show you guys how you can do that right now. Now, you don't have to always do this, but I'm just showing you that there are different ways to generate or create ads without you having to be inside your ads. Okay, so let me just go ahead and show you right now how do I do that. There's a 3-step format that we do it, okay, including using different softwares. So let me just quickly show you this right now. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to... Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how you can actually create a video like this in less than an hour. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and create a video script. Every good video or every good ad starts with a script. So all we're going to do right now is to go back to SalesWriter under copy templates, click on video ad script. From here, we will use the same avatar, which is Melissa Tan postpartum, to generate a video script for us using AI. So within a couple of seconds, this software is going to generate a script that you can use. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this right now. Okay, we're going to copy and paste this entire thing, all right, into another software called HeyGen, and that's the second step. We're going to use this software called HeyGen to create an avatar of ourselves, and you can actually duplicate yourself if you want to use your own face, or you can use other avatars that's already available. To do that, we go to HeyGen, and under HeyGen, you actually can use other avatars, instant avatar that's already available, which means that you can literally hire a spokesperson, which is AI generated, or you can actually upload a version of yourself, which is what I did. And all you gotta do is click on create an instant avatar.
Hey guys.
Follow the steps here.
So
you can actually do a steal. You actually can do a steal or even a motion. Okay. And all you gotta do is click on create an instant avatar.
Hey guys.
Follow the steps here.
So
you can actually